Hi, this is IK. Welcome to AddPostForm. If we have error in communication, reject, we'll have this situation. Error saving the post. We have information, error saving the post. Title and content will not be clear. And all that, this error visible in user interface is without extra reducer. How? Here it is. Thanks to unwrap function. Thanks to unwrap method function of Redux Toolkit. Redux Toolkit involve this method for simplicity, that we don't need promise 10 catch. No, only unwrap, and unwrap can receive promise, fulfilled or rejected, and process, and that information we process longer. If fulfilled, we clear title and content on the user interface, and fulfilled extra reducers would be dispatched that action fulfilled, and our state would be immutable update. But if would be error, we include here one state more. It is a state error. Here it is, and that error will be here visible in return, visible, and would be set in a null, of course, in a null. But here in catch error, try catch, it is method like in synchronized programming, not only asynchronous. Try catch thanks to unwrap, and okay, this, even though we write in console error, but here it is set error, it is set state, immutable update. Here would we see on the user interface. And because of that, we don't need in slice, we don't need, here is error too. We don't need rejected here for add new post. We have only fulfilled, have not pending, and have not rejected. It is because of unwrap or add post form. Add post form is it was interesting, but all other is like before. We must use state for immutable local in component, immutable update state of form, title and content. Here is in return we have input title for title, and text area for content, and button save post. Here it is below form, this part for to see error. And when we click on button save, on save post click, we have asynchronous keyword beginning in front of function, arrow function. If can save, it means here it is can save. It means title and content dot every is method of method, and means every, and title and content must be right, must be one. It is logical expression, and every of that title and content must be right. Look at here, must have content. Here it is. I will remove error in post slice. Remove error. It is 1. After that, look at here, but I must again add post 13. Look at button save post is muted. I cannot push it, and only now when we have in both we save post. It is every. It is every in AddPostForm. Every must be full. It means and every there is a parameter boolean. It means that will be conversion in boolean, true or false, 1 or 0, and if both title and content we type in both field, this altogether would be 1. It is condition, left side condition. It is one side of end the door, and it is condition, and if that's condition 1, okay, we go advanced and look at other side around operand end. Add request status equal idle. Okay, it is very clear, and status is idle in beginning, in initial state. Post slice, status is idle. Back to AddPostForm. Both sides is 1. Result of this condition is 1. 1 and 1 equal 1. And it is this condition, if can save, it means if can save is 1. Look at that, we use here if, and we can use here also declarative programming, but if is imperative imperative programming. Try catch. Inside we have asynchron and function arrow, and in try catch we set add request status to pending because it is started. We said that pending action happen immediately when dispatch happen, but look at it happen a bit earlier. Await dispatch, here it is for us important in story about Thunk. This is Thunk add new post. Here is the title and content in curly brackets. It means concretely title and content. What we have from form, thanks to hook use state. About that I spoke a lot of in Redux in videos about Redux. And we have a method unwrap here. A method unwrap is Redux toolkit news for us, present to us, that we can resolve promise fulfilled or reject here in component. And if, look at, there is nothing visible. But if try in section of try is fulfilled, if unwrap resolve, if promise resolve fulfilled, we clear title and clear content and set error to null, clear any previous error. And catch, contrary, try catch. Catch, we about error, we have writing it in console, but also we set error, it is a state in component state, state error, set error immutable immutable update from null to this error saving the post. And that error, if we want to be visible, and all that is because of that, visible on the user interface, we must add it to return part, and I add it here behind the form. And we see that in the beginning of this video. Unwrap and every will be was here interesting, and also unwrap, because of wrap we don't need write extra reducer for rejected, and for pending also we didn't write, because pending don't play big role we see in fetch post we write extra reducer for pending. It is the first contact to server when application would be open, and because of that we have complete pending action pending and fulfilled or reject. There is also one interesting thing. Set add request status. Here is idle. And when finished, it means finished one or other situation, fulfilled or rejected. But set add request status would be idle. Why idle? Why not rejected or successful? Here we know. Okay, idle. Here it is about post slice. Here is fetch post. Look at succeeded. State status succeeded. State status failed. Not idle. Here is not idle. We have fulfilled, but we don't go back to idle. Initial state. Here we don't go back to idle, but it is about fetch post. But in fulfilled, here there is nothing. There is no anything about status, because we have about status in component, and we have idle AddPostForm. We have status have idle. Why? Because after process and fulfilled, we can start again adding. It is conditioned for add new post, and every process rejecting or fulfilled must finish with idle. That we can again, if error would be removed, that we can again add new post. But with fetch post, we don't need right here idle or right here idle. We can write what we want, but cannot idle because of this in post list. In post list, use effect hook and this condition, we have a post status dependency. Use effect will be start when post status would be changed. Every changing in post status will run use effect. And of course, use effect running and call running use effect means running dispatch. But here is condition idle. It is not idle. After after fulfilled action, we have no idle status. After rejected, we have no idle status. And our idle status is only initial state, not other. And because of that, here never be only in first opening application we have post status equal idle, and all other is changed in successful and they will be start again and again. It would be a multiple request if we write idle after fulfilled or reject. Okay, and we have situation that dispatch fetch post would be only one started. How we see post list after add new post. And it is like before in Redux, it is use selector hook who listen to changes of state, and after add new post there is a immutable update of state, and use a selector call again that new state, and that new state is rendering on post list. It means add new post, only one post go to server and go back to like promise get back, and that back post, add new post, will be immutable update with other post, and it will in the reducer will return new state. Same moment, new state, it means that virtually document object model is different from actual document object, and because of that, use selector hook activates. Use selector is listening that changes and activate and take here it is, and take here it is, and here it take new declaration here of post is use selector select all post, and after adding a new post we have new post, and here in post list we have a new post, and that new post go through this process of here it is content, what we see here, content, process through this declarative programming. If you know somebody that need video like this mine, send a message, spoke about this video if you like it, this video, subscribe if you will be commodity about a news video. I not regular in video, I learn and write, and sometimes I need more days for learn, and when I learn I say you. I must say you that artificial intelligence is a big thing, because here about unwrap I read the original documentation, and I have a part of answer, for example, about unwrap. But I ask, I converse with artificial intelligence, what is unwrap, what is, and artificial intelligence was always discuss near or totally exactly same like original documentation, because it is a source of artificial intelligence, and there is more time after our discussion. Artificial intelligence correct, and there is a more and more artificial learning from our discussion. And in one moment I said, okay, that unwrap, it means that we don't need extra reducer for reject. And that moment was key moment when artificial said, yes, we don't need extra reducer. And because and always in every our discussion, artificial helped me a lot of, and original documentation, but artificial that I coming to statement extra reducer is not important. We don't need extra reducer. It is very important that we don't need Redux and reducer element, Redux resources. And after that, all is okay, go okay, and artificial said okay. And I said, but look at in this code, AddPostForm. I said, but after error, we have not clear title and set content. Yes, okay, we don't, but if we want error, we can repeat this. But better that not clear after error, and it is one moment that something is not okay, because if we clear, if we copy this here in catch, and if form clear after error, we don't know what was with that, what were with title and content. And because that stay, it's okay, but we have not error visible in user interface, only visible in console, but user don't use console. People don't use console, and artificial intelligence say, okay, if you want error to see in user interface, let's go and in second write code like this. This coding, new state, error state in component, and after that we have here set error to null or set error saving the post, and in return this code in second. And I use this code in now here, and all clear about extra reducer also, because in the beginning original coding was not rejected, and the original documentation explain about that, but very short and not like artificial and me in our discussion. But nothing with artificial not go on the first question. Must be a lot of question, ping pong, and always I must said something what get out of our I can say synchronized discussion, but some my idea must said something, maybe it can be stupid, but I must say how I understand things and what idea I have. It was here aha, my aha was aha, we don't need extra reducer. I look at Stack Overflow, and there is a people who ask it 1 month ago. It was 1 month ago. Dispatch unwrap, it is question about that, and there is a more question about that. It is question 1 month, it was March 21 here, and here it is asked 1 month ago, and in 1 month there is no respond, there is no answer that satisfy author of this question. What it means? It means that author of this question did not possibility to talk with artificial intelligence. It begin maybe now month and half, maybe more 2 months. But this author didn't discuss this problem with artificial intelligence. And now I answer this. This is my answer, and this is code. And now I will edit here, and said here thanks to artificial chat GTP for this script, for this and this and this explanation. Okay, I must have here okay, save, and here it is. But through my video, and I want to show you that you use artificial intelligence in your learning. ChatGPT. ChatGPT is till now excellent for me, but coming Google also and other artificial intelligence, and it is big help in education, and I want to show you that that big help in education. In programming, I have always problem that nobody don't learn what I learn in that moment. Somebody is little or more ahead or little more behind. And when you're learning programming, you have not talk with anybody. And Stack Overflow was excellent platform where we all ask, and what happened that we ask and we respond, others respond to us, something excellent. There is a lot of user of Stack Overflow, and in minutes you can have respond. Now we have Stack Overflow Launcher, because Stack Overflow is explanation of main, and we have artificial intelligence, what learning, what 24 hours daily, discuss with people all around the world and learn from that, today's our discussion. Artificial intelligence will be would be remember that we said like that in explanation will include, yes, unwrap. Because of unwrap, you don't need extra reducer, and step by step, artificial intelligence is more and more useful for us, but never artificial intelligence will remove man from any position, but hours of work would be transmitted. For example, I have like teacher, like professor, I have more and more time to learn, and analyze and thinking about that what I learn. And it is I can thank it to artificial intelligence. Today there is a moment where I must learn 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 days, but with time it would be less and less a moment. But read book and write book it is big territory where people, when teachers and professors can work. I'm ready for write book about React, and I write 3 books: React, separate, React, router, and Redux, and it would be concise content from all this my video about React. In this playlist, I have only in this list about React, I have 83 hours of video, and it is very long, but this my video is for people who need some thematic, who are total beginner can go in it, because 83 hours of video plus double of that or triple of that exercise and work what in video I work. It is less than my experience in programming of 50 years. Yes, 50 years. 50 years my experience, and they can listen that video patient and listen if they like it, and other people can coming experience programmers and middle advanced can listen my video about some thematic, how I said about something, how I learned today, how I teach people today, what I said about that concretely term. But some people like more like book, and I hope I like also book. I like more book, more text than video, but it is not comparable, because sometimes video is excellent because you see, and something is you need more text, but in video you can explain that in 1 second what would be write in book more sentence. It is 2 different format, and both they together is excellent. Yes. And learners the best know what he need in some moment. Okay. Talk about this video on your social network. If you like, if you think that this video is interesting, and grow your engagement, grow our community around this playlist, and all we together learn more and more. Ask artificial intelligence, ask something in comment, and discuss and talk with artificial intelligence also. Discuss in comment. Thank you for watching this video. See you later.